What are we doing here? We're speaking about the 2024 triathlon season, I suppose. There's a lot going on. I think we've already filmed this video once, but it sounded like a total beta when I made that video because I didn't want to like offend anybody or like sound too cocky, because I hate triathletes. They're the most cockiest people in the world, just saying like, oh, I'm so good, or I'm going to win all these races, and I do not ever want to be that person. But we'll be not super beta, but not like telling you I'm going to win every race. So I'm not going to say that. But we're just going to kind of go over, I guess, what I've been up to, what I'm going to be doing and targeting in the 2024 season. I think we're going to start the season at 70.3 Oceanside, April 6th, I think. And then all eggs focus into Ironman Texas. I really want to do well at that race. This will be my third professional season in triathlon, and I have started each season at Ironman Texas. I think I went 8:17 my first year with the mechanical, and then I think last year I went like, I don't even know, 8:30 something, sitting on the ground forever because I was obliterated. I think I undertrained for that, for the distance, so I just died. But the Ironman is what got me into the sport. It's why I left the team early. I forgo my last 2 years of NCAA eligibility because I was motivated about the Ironman. I wanted to compete in Kona. I wanted to win Kona. I thought watching all of Talbot's Kona series videos were the coolest thing in the world. I thought watching all of Lionel Sanders' like Kona training montage videos were like the coolest thing in the world. And that's kind of the peak of the sport, right? So I want to be at that race. I want to do good at that race. And I think I can one day be competitive at that race. That was my goal, is what I want to do this year. So open up the season. Don't really care how it goes at Oceanside, and then all eggs into the basket of Ironman Texas. Those two races are also important because Ironman has a new professional series this year with like a bunch of money, prize purses, end of year bonus, all that kind of stuff. I want to target that series. Yeah, am I the best at Ironman? No. Do I want to get better at Ironman? Yes. It's what inspires me. I want to do what inspires me. I want to do something that motivates me every day. And every day I wake up and I want to win an Ironman. I want to be competitive in Kona. Some people might think that's crazy, but it motivates me. That's why I do this sport. It's for the full Ironman. So yeah, I really hope Texas can go well, because then after that, I'd probably do Ironman Lake Placid, because if you want to be competitive in the series, you have to do 3 Ironmans. Your third one needs to be Kona. So I'd probably do Texas, Placid, God willing, Kona, and then a few North American 70.3s in there. I don't know, maybe if the opportunity presents itself and I'm fit and ready to go, maybe do a T100 race locally in America, if it fits the schedule. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at right now. I think I started with my new coach, Wes, in November. So I think I've been working with him for nearly 4 months now. It's a record for me working with a coach. I'm usually a very uncoachable person. But working with Wes has been great. I think for him, it hasn't been the easiest because I'm not the easiest person to work with, but it's been great working with him, training with a lot of younger, faster, short course people has been great for me, especially in the water. And yeah, I think we have a great group of training partners right now. Training's been fun. The weather's been great. I really can't complain. Sophie has been full-time helping me now with training. It's been fantastic. And yeah, I think everything's going well. Now that we're entering the March, I think we're going to start some pretty specific heavy lifting towards the Ironman, getting ready for Oceanside. And yeah, so anyway, that's kind of my focus right now. I want to do well in the Ironman series. I want to do well in the Ironman, and probably stay here till the end of May. And then probably, last year we stayed in Tucson through the summer. When I mean we, saying Lionel and I trained here in the summer, and it was really hard for me. I think Lionel already talked about this in another video. It was just hard. It was hard to train fast. It was hard to train long. And then more importantly, it was even harder to recover when it was 110 degrees out. So I think, maybe go race 70.3 Chattanooga at the end of May, and then come back here and then go somewhere, cold in the summer, whether that's Park City, Salt Lake City, Flagstaff, something. Obviously everywhere is going to be hot, but at least somewhere like in the morning, right, that I can have a few hours of cool weather, right? Like if I'm waking up at 5 a.m., I'd like to be rewarded with at least 70-degree weather. Dude, you were here in the summer and we were waking up at 5 in the morning to do a track workout. It was like 100 degrees. And I was like, bro, can I have an hour of reprieve? So that's the goal, is probably just to disappear in the summer, just so I can continue training and more importantly, just recover, because I don't think I could recover in that type of weather. So obviously with shifting focus to the full distance Ironman, it's a 7 to 8 hour race. Like, you need to be able to train and race for a long time. So I've increased my training more than ever. Last year I didn't swim. I didn't train a lot. I mean, I trained a lot for myself, but like, to do an Ironman successfully, quickly, and not be completely shelled afterwards, I think you need to train a lot. So I've upped a lot of my training. I've been training for, 8 weeks now, 9 weeks now, and nothing crazy, nothing hard. I've just been training a lot. I've been riding a lot, I've been running a lot, and most importantly, I've been swimming a lot. I've been swimming long course. I've been swimming with, like I said, faster short course athletes. It's been great. My body's adapting to the volume. I think I am a pretty I don't know why I thought I was like a, shorter volume person in the past, because in college I ran like 110 miles a week. Like, that's a lot of volume, you know what I mean? I've been running 100 miles a week since I've been 18 years old. So I'm a volume centric person. I think I thrive off of it. But like I said, now that it's March, I'll start introducing some specific workouts and stuff. But I think in order to do an Ironman successfully, you need to be able to have completed the long rides, completed the long runs. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. We put a big focus into my swim, into January and February, and obviously we'll continue that focus into the rest of the year. But I mean, I was doing upwards of 30 to 35K weeks in the pool. It's been great. I mean, for me, I'm swimming well. I was swimming some 5'10", 400s in the long course pool. I mean, this time last year, I rode with Cole today, the kid I've been swimming with, and I swam with him in Lionel and West on campus a couple months ago, back in November, I think, and we did 10 400s. I think it was like 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Like, it was broken up. And I think the last one was like all out. Like, you got rest and, you do the last one, best average. And I remember telling Cole, was like, didn't you go like 540 something? And I went like 543, ended with like a total like calf cramp because I was just going so hard to go 543. And like yesterday I did, I went like 11:15 for 800s in the long course pool, just like it was nothing. And then I was hitting some 5'10", 400s long course. So I'm definitely miles ahead of where I even was in November. So that's fantastic. One, that's because I'm swimming a lot, volume's important. I'm swimming with Wes and faster swimmers. So getting pushed every day, having Wes look at my form every day, all that kind of stuff, super important. So that's super motivating to see that I'm getting faster, not just only in the short course pool, but also the long course pool. And then obviously the next step after that will be hopefully translating that into good open water swimming to try to make that second pack. Yeah, that's, to set myself up for a quote unquote easier day. So I'm not freaking 20 minutes behind out of the swim. It's just god awful. 10 minutes behind. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. Just high volume training. I don't think there's a big secret to it. When I did my first Ironman like 2 years ago, I was maybe biking like 8 to 10 hours a week, but I was biking like a lot of quality. Like, I remember like 6 weeks before Ironman Texas, I did like 400 watts for like 2 hours on a SRAM core power meter. That was pretty good. I did that with my boy, Brendan Deska. He's probably not watching this video, but that was really hard. But now I'm just, like I said, I'm doing more aerobic training. I'm doing more base training to build a base and to get strong, not necessarily like try to have my best like 30-minute, like to do freaking 500 watts for 30 minutes. I'm trying to do 300 something watts for 4 to 5 hours. So my bike fitness is like different than what it has been in the past, where I've been trying to push a ton of watts for 2 hours and 70.3. Now I'm just trying to push a lot of watts comfortably, aero, fast, all that kind of stuff for a long period of time, and then get done with a 112-mile bike to be in a good position in the race, but more importantly, not being destroyed to run 26.2 miles. Because if you're destroyed at the end of a 70.3, it's not that big of a deal. You just go run 13 miles, it only takes an hour. But if you're destroyed at the end of an Ironman bike and you have to go run for 2 to 3 hours, that's a long day. So yeah, I think just like I said, base training. I mean, I've really been trying to like take a step back from my own training and just like listen to Wes and trust someone else and not myself. And like when I come back to my house at night, kind of unplug from training, rather than like when I coached myself for the last 2 years, I'd be like up at night trying to look at my training. Oh, what workout should I do? And I was like, couldn't sleep at night because I'm like, oh my God, what workout should I do? Or like totally like freaking out about my sessions and stuff. So now I'm just trying to put, you know, a lot of faith into someone else and just show up and do what Training Peak says every day, and, you know, hope that's enough. And then running wise, I've been running like 50, 60 miles a week. It's a lot for me. I mean, the last 2 years as a professional long course triathlete, I think I've averaged 30 to 35 miles a week has been my probably rolling 24-month average. And that would probably surprise a lot of people. I didn't run a lot. I didn't really need to run a lot because I was so shit at swimming and biking. So I needed to up the volume in the bike and the swim first. And also too, like before swimming, like swimming 30K a week at the beginning of this year shelled me. Like I was so tired all the time. But now, like I swam 28K last week and it like wasn't that hard. Like I still had energy at the end of the week. I had a great lawn ride. I had a great lawn run. So my body's just adapting to like swimming more and stuff like that. So in return, I can run more because like I said before, I was so shelled. It's like I couldn't only run really 30 miles a week because mentally and physically I was just totally tapped out. But now I'm getting to the point where, you know, I can do that much biking, that much swimming, and still run 60 miles in a week, and it's not that big of a deal. So like I said, all in all, train a lot, big volume, motivated than ever, focus on the Ironman series, all of that. And I guess I said I'm doing the Ironman series, but let's put out a hardcore goal of what my goal is. I would like to get top 5 in the Ironman series. I don't know if I can do that. I think I can do that. Some people might think that's crazy, but oh well. That's why you make these YouTube videos and get annihilated in the comments, so whatever. But I want to get top 5 in the Ironman series. I think that would be a super successful year for me. Yeah, say it right now. Why not? Say it with your chest. So yeah, top 5 in the Ironman series. I'll do that. Training the house down. We've been fortunate enough to have great new partners, sponsors this year. We're with Varlo still for another year. Signed with Akoi, which is super cool. Really cool one. We signed with Raw Endurance with their nutrition line, and big one with DT Swiss for wheels and for this season. So super excited. Got a lot of cool partners coming on board. Yeah, I think I'm in a really good place in my life and racing and training, and I think I got everything going for me, and I appreciate everyone reaching out and, you know, having fun making these YouTube videos. And I'm just really excited to kick off the season at Oceanside in Texas and try to, you know, build upon what I've done the last 2 years. I think 2 years ago I was 43rd in the world. Last year I was 33rd in the world. I don't know, maybe this year I got 23rd in the world, right? Just keep stepping up, keep getting better. I'm 24, I'm hungry, I'm motivated, I'm having fun. I got a good team around me with Wes and Sophie and Cyrus and Stu and all these really good people. So yeah, like I said, thanks for all the love, support, and yeah, let's try to get top 5 at the Ironman series.